let's talk about what your poo and stools should look like to be healthy. This says a lot about how healthy you are, and I'll talk about how you can change them so you can have a healthy stool and feel good.
Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist. Get healthy now.
Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist here. Well, today I want to talk about how to have a healthy stool and what a healthy stool looks like. A lot of people don't know. And I have to tell you, a lot of people are extremely ill because they don't have healthy stools. And before I get into that, please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. Please also, tell other people. I would like to get to another 3,000, 4,000 people before the end of the year, and I appreciate you helping me with that task. That's one of my goals. So please spread the word. And if you like what I do, also get a copy of my new book. It's really great. It's selling well. Live a Cancer-Free Life. You can just Google Live a Cancer-Free Life. It will come up. 3 out of 5 people are coming down with cancer of some type. Not good. We can help to prevent this in a great way. We can lower your chances of coming down with cancer. And I've had some wonderful comments on Amazon, people saying all kinds of wonderful things, and also on YouTube about my book. So some people have said, this is my second Bible. Someone said, this is right to the point. It's a short read, really good. All on and on and on. I had just had a person called me and said, wow, this is a really great thing to have to look back on and check on and to make sure you're being healthy. So get a copy of my new book. You can also, if you live in a different country, you can download it as a Kindle, so you can read it that way also. Well, a lot of people, don't want to talk about poo, that's for sure, but healthy poos are very, very important, or stools. And what kind of poo do you have? Also, what's a healthy looking poo? Also, I'll show you examples of drawings of what, poo should look like, and what we can do to get you moving in the right direction, in the right direction, and have healthy stools. And even looking at my dogs, when they go to the bathroom, I look because I want to see if there's anything going on there. Are they, having a hard time passing stools? Do they have bloody stools or anything else going on? Yeah, I want to know that with dogs, especially, it's one of the first things you look at. And also people is very important. Also, here is the first one I want to talk about. First one I want to talk about is little round balls that are hard as rocks, and you have a hard time passing them, and you're sitting on the toilet for a long time. Kind of look like that. They're like you're passing a small cannonball or musket balls. Not good. So as an example, you really need to have a lot more fiber in your diet. Fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and beans. This really means that your diet probably is lacking in lots and lots of good veggies, and that's important. Veggies, lots of fiber. That's really super important for have healthy looking stools for sure. The second stool sample is basically the same thing. Now the little balls have come together and formed a bigger stool. They're separate. They have a little cracks there, but it's still, you're probably passing this every 2 or 3 days, and it's drier. And we really need to have a lot more fiber in your diet, a lot more fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and beans, and that will make a huge difference. And lots of water also. Water is important. I recommend at least 80 ounces of water daily. I drink a gallon to a gallon and a half daily. I drink a lot of water, so it's very, very important to move away from this. The next example of stool sample is basically the same thing, but it's been around for a long time, and it's got drier and cracked, and it's not shiny, and there are individual little balls that are connected to each other, and you probably pass this, maybe weekly. I've had people not pass have a bowel movement for a month. I have one lady didn't have a bowel movement for a year. Not good. This can cause all kinds of diseases, cancer. It can cause pancreatitis, can cause colitis, cause all kinds of problems, and also pancreatitis, as I said, it can cause a huge amount of diseases that can be deadly. So important to eat a lot more fiber, drink a lot more water. Like I said, 80 ounces or more, that's a minimum. Also fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and beans. And beans will get you going. There's no doubt about it, especially lots of pinto beans. They have lots of fiber. Now this is more of a normal bowel movement. Really good, just a long snake-looking type of thing. And it's probably glossy on the outside, easy to pass. You shouldn't be on the toilet for more than 10, 15 minutes at the most, usually 10 minutes. And it really is easy. You don't have to strain at all. You just put a little pressure on your abdomen and it pops out. And this is a good bowel movement. Should be long like this. And you're actually going to the bathroom. You're getting enough fruits, vegetables, grains, and also beans and that type of thing, whole grains, and also drinking water, which is really, really, really important. Number 5 here, now we're getting towards softer individual pieces that are broken up, and they're a little slightly gelatinous looking, and this has a lot to do with, moving towards diarrhea. And maybe you have to check and see if you have colitis or, something else going on, Crohn's disease, something like that. Maybe we're just eating too much fiber. If it just happens once in a while, no big deal. Go on. That's very, very, very important to check this out. But if you have it consistently, you might want to go see your doctor and check out what's going on. If you have a gelatinous mass, which is kind of, very usually smelly, that type of thing, and it's really indistinct and doesn't hold its form, then you're moving towards diarrhea. You really need to, also you may have way too much fats in it, and those fats can cause this type of thing also. And so cut out the fats, move towards more fruits, vegetables, grains, beans, that type of thing, and drink lots of water, of course, but at the same time, check this out. If that happens once in a while, no big deal. If it happens consistently, that's something to check out. Now, if you have diarrhea, just liquid, then you want to make sure you take the appropriate things and make sure you get the electrolytes in. You still got to drink water at the same time. You don't want to overdo it. And there are certain things that you can eat, which I've talked about before, which help with diarrhea. I have articles about it and that type of thing also. So if you have diarrhea, if it happens just once in a while, no big deal. But if it happens all the time, you might want to check out and see if you have colitis, IBS, or sensitive gut or something like that going on. Also, the color of the stools will vary. If you're eating a lot of greens, it could be green. If you're eating, also like red beets, it could turn red. It can vary depending on what you're eating. So I wouldn't be too concerned about that unless, you have something in particular going on that keeps being consistent all the time. Also, black tarry stools, that's a warning sign. If you happen to drink the pink stuff, that'll make your stools black, or activated charcoal will make your stools black. But on the average, they should not be black. But if it happens consistently, you may want to check it out and find out what's going on. That can also be indicative of having, an upper GI tract bleeding of some kind. So you might want to go see your doctor about that also. If you have greasy, oily looking type of stools, that's indicative of not being able to break down fat. So first of all, if you're eating a huge amount of fat, not good. These things can surround each cell and go into each cell and prevent insulin and other hormones from doing their job, like thyroid hormones and things like that too. So lower down the fats for sure, and allow yourself to see if that happens on a regular basis. If it does, you need to go to your doctor and find out what's going on. It should not be that way. It should look like number 4, the long snake-looking type of thing, which means you have a good bowel movement. If you have red blood in your bowel movements, that's a real concern. You need to go see your doctor. It might be nothing more than just, hemorrhoids or something like that, piles, but it could be indicative of other things, So you really want to be concerned with that and go see your doctor right away. And if it happens consistently, if it happens just once, it's not really a big deal. Maybe, something sharp in your food, cut you a little bit or something, or you just had a little tiny bleed of some kind. But in general, it's not a good thing. Go check with your doctor about what's going on. Also, you should do a colonoscopy if you're older, once a year or more, depending on what your doctor recommends. And how often do you go to the bathroom? That's very important also. I recommend at least once to 3 times a day. I go 2 or 3 times a day. I get up first thing in the morning, go to the bathroom. Also, just before breakfast and right after breakfast, I usually go, and that keeps me going all day. I mean, in a healthy way. I eat a lot of whole grains. I eat lots and lots of fruits and vegetables. Also, I eat a ton of beans. On average, I eat 15 to 30 ounces of beans daily, and that really gives me a lot of fiber and keeps me extremely healthy. Look at my face. I look very, very healthy, and I feel healthy, and I am healthy. So check out your stools. It's really indicative of what's going on in your body, and also, being able to make that change will make you healthier in general. Well, if you want to get a hold of me, call me at 831-869-9119, 831-869-9119. There's no reason to, have chronic disease going on. We can reverse your diabetes, so we can reverse your, colitis, we can reverse your MS, we can reverse, rheumatoid arthritis, we can reverse osteoarthritis, we can do all these things, and you won't have to give up a whole bunch of stuff. You'll be able to change your life in a small way, and also I work with herbs in a great way, and also to help you, and supplements to make you feel great. Also, maybe you need more get up and go. Maybe you're getting older and you're just dragging. Well, there's great ways to do that also. And with herbs and supplements that I recommend, and I've had people in their 80s come to me who were dragging like crazy and couldn't get around even, and now they're doing great. Also have a man right now, 360 pounds, and he's moving towards losing that weight, getting rid of his diabetes, on and on and on. So give me a call, or email me at the end of the videos, my email, or click on show more. Remember a couple things. Remember God, and remember, I love you.